Spotlight, 50 days away until the NFL season begins. Whoop-de-doo. Excited about that. We're about to talk about 5 quarterbacks with something to prove. According to Pete Prisco, that is. But I think most can agree on the name Trevor Lawrence, once called a generational talent, when the Jags took him #1 overall back in 2021. But fast forward to now, not a lot to show for it. Granted, there are reasons. We're going to talk about him. Other quarterbacks Pete Prisco says have something to prove. Take a look at it. Not a big surprise. Bryce Young is on that list, but other names like Jordan Love, CJ Stroud, Kyler Murray. Are you surprised to see some of them on there? Let's welcome in Pete Prisco. Congrats. You're back from the islands, I should say. I thought you'd be a little tanner. I'm not going to lie.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
A little pale for yourself.
No, not really.
So let's get into these guys. Let's start with Trevor Lawrence. I don't think anybody's surprised by this. Look, amazing person. He's dealt with 3 coaches since he's been in the league. He's dealt with a plethora of injuries, but now it feels like, especially with the targets that he has, this is it. Like, this is your time.
This is his moment to prove that he is that guy who was taken #1 overall. When you look at him as a player, there's been so many things working against him. It started with Urban Meyer. That's the worst head coach in the history of football in the NFL, and he had him for a year as a rookie. That was tough on him. Then he got hurt. Then he had to learn a new system. Then that system was outdated and archaic a little bit, didn't use his strengths. And now he's coming off an injury. So what happens? I was there in minicamp. He's learning a new offense. He's changed his mechanics. He's quicker with the ball out. And he has Travis Hunter and all that group of wide receivers.
Brian Thomas Jr. is there as well.
And so you look at it, I think he's going to put up giant numbers this year. I told him last summer, I said 30-something touchdown passes for you. He didn't come close to that. This year, I think he's going to come close to it.
Are you going to talk to him again?
Yes.
How you hate this comparison?
This is one of the worst graphics I've ever seen in my life. And you know what? They keep putting it up over and over again.
Just to make you mad.
I know
I'm
they do.
pretty sure.
And by the way, I will say, most people outside of the city of Jacksonville look at him in that kind of light. And it's not fair to him because of what's happened in the injuries. If you look at his numbers when he's been healthy, he's been a good quarterback. When he's not healthy, it's been a problem.
Okay, so let's go to another former #1 overall pick, Bryce Young. Obviously, there were a lot of questions about his size. Can he hold up? Look, he did finish the season strong. I think 10 touchdowns, 0 turnovers in the final 10 games of the season, so that's great. Is it a fluke? Can it keep going? Can we actually believe in this guy?
Well, I think it's hard to really evaluate based on those last 3 games because he was good in those games, and he actually did throw the ball down the field, which was impressive. But it's only a small window, and the rest of the kind of overshadows that. But was it a product of him understanding the offense, getting more comfortable with Dave Canales and what he wanted, and he grew up and grew into it, or was it more of an aberration? We don't know yet. It's still to be determined. I still have my reservations about him as a quarterback. I'm not alone. I think there are other people out there. He did do some good things down the stretch, which is a good sign of progress. They got him help. They got more receivers. So now it's his moment to show that he's the guy that was worthy of being the #1 overall pick.
Year 3 for Bryce Young, year 2 for CJ Stroud. Look, this is someone, his rookie year was phenomenal. I mean, we were glowing about him. He won Rookie Offensive Rookie of the Year. Sophomore year, slump. It's not uncommon in the league that we see a sophomore slump from some guys who explode on the scene their first year. What were you disappointed in last season?
Well, in fairness to him, he's been brutalized.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been sacked 90 times in 2 seasons and 53 last year. He was just a bad offensive line. Then his receivers got hurt. When your receivers go out and you have a bad offensive line, the ball gets held a little bit more, you get beat up, and I think that ultimately changed the way he played the game last year. I think they need to get back to getting the ball out of his hands. They feel like they've upgraded their offensive line. I don't know if they have. Laramie Tunsil's gone. They traded him away. Cam Robinson's going to be the left tackle. I don't know if they've upgraded getting guys like Robinson and Tomlinson and guys like that. So it could be another year where he gets hit a bunch.
A name I was somewhat surprised to see on this list was Jordan Love. I went through your top 100 list. It's still online. You can go find it at the top 100 players entering the league. You had him 11th, just outside the top 10. He was 92nd. Why is he on this list for you?
Well, it's not a lose it kind of situation for him. It's a prove it to other people who still doubt him.
Okay.
Because I'm not one of them. I think last year he was hurt. When he was hurt, it showed up. You know, he got hurt early in the season, and it kind of played out through the entire process. I don't think we ever saw Jordan Love from the year before last season. I think he struggled. He didn't look comfortable. Now with a year removed from being banged up. I think he's going to get back to being Jordan Love. And I think the Packers, as usual, I think the Packers are one of those teams to watch this year. I really do. They got a nice mix.
I've been here 5 years now, Pete. You've said it every year.
Yeah, I know. But I really believe this guy is going to be a special quarterback, and you're going to see a lot of good things coming out of Green Bay this year.
I fully agree with you. Let's go to Kyler Murray, the fifth guy on your list. Look, love him, was a Sooner. 7th season now in the league. And it was always, look, he's a different quarterback, obviously. He's smaller, he's fast, he's runs. Have we seen him ever live up to the potential that we thought was there?
No, and he's also had reasons. He had some injuries as well. But last year down the stretch,
season. We're getting into the 7th season now.
And last year down the stretch, it was not good. And I think, remember, the Cardinals got off to a pretty good start, and then they kind of fumbled down the stretch, and he didn't play very well. So they go into this season with a lot of questions about him. Can he step up and become the guy they expected him to become when they drafted him? And again, Marvin Harrison's there. He's got to get better. The offense has to get better. That team was scrappy last year, but they need more from their quarterback. This is a big year for Kyler Murray.
It's July 16th. Do you feel refreshed? Are you ready to go, or do you need like one more vacation?
I need one more week. Give me one more week. Training camp's right around the corner. Give me another week.
Well, Pete disappears during the season, and when we get really excited when he's finally back in the building, so it's nice to see you. Pete Prisco getting us ready for the NFL season. Now 50 days away. Pete is on Sundays. He loves it. He wants to be here. He doesn't want to be at home. September 7th, make sure to watch all the games on CBS that are on CBS and stream them on Paramount+.